Standards go standard. What is hardcore? Is that a toggle there? Okay, let's go with standard. Burn the game.
I fought, wept, and bled for God and the Order. I would have died for my Templar brothers, every single one. And how do they reward my piety, my devotion? They exile me to the land of the damned, to Reclast. I know now that my brethren are merely God's tools. He has given me this path to walk, so I shall muster my strength and my power, and my faith. It is my shield against the darkness to come.
A simple job, I was told. Silence a big mouth, get a big payout, and no one was going to be the wiser. Tidy, except for one loose end. Me. I would have kept my mouth shut. Professional integrity, it's called. Unfortunately, not something my employers believed in. They raised a toast to a job well done. I drank, and the next thing I know, I'm on this stinking crate bound for exile. It's not a complete loss, I suppose. The way I hear it, there'll be plenty of work for a man of my talents in Reclast.
I am a warrior. I was born to fight, raised to defend my tribe. Now, I have been taken from my people, chained and exiled by cowards who fear death. Death is my brother. I do not fear him. I see him in the eyes of the men and beasts that I kill. I feel him traveling beside me to this new land, this Reclast. He will take me to meet the ancestors when I am ready, and I am not ready.
You can't own a life. Not a deer's, not a rabbit's, and not mine. Every soul has a birth-given right to live however they will, however they can. I take from the wilderness, and one day it'll take me in return. Not that the fat lords of Oriath believe in such things. They call me poacher and thief, clap me in irons and haul me like cargo into exile. No matter. I'll make the forests and mountains of Reclast my new home. My freedom and my bow, that's all I need.
Need to fix the sound. It's like the music's too loud. Let's see. Can hardly hear the voiceovers. Yeah, the music is higher than everything else. That should be down as a background sound. Sound effects, dialogue. But there's no one master volume like most games. Sound effects, ambient. Dialogue a little bit more so I can hear above all the clanking and stuff. Okay, I'm not done yet. Why is this here? Get rid of that.
Attention prisoners! For your crimes against Oriath, you have been exiled to the sacred...
He had it coming. Was I supposed to bear such insults with an action simply because of his high birth? That lord sang a different tune with 6 inches of steel in his guts. Now they call me a criminal for defending my honor. I'd do the same again to anyone who crossed me. I care naught for riches, little for friendship. The duel is all I need. I may be in exile, but I will carve a road back to Oriath, one foe, one victory at a time. Ill fortune may have banished me to Reclast, but I will live to hear them scream my name in the great arenas again.
They were right to fear me. If only they had listened to their cowardice. Had they not taken my home with fire, I would not have taken their children. Now I'm banished to Reclast, I've heard the dark rumors, seen the terror in the other exiles' eyes. But to me, one land is like any other. The elements are my allies, the dead are my servants, and fear will be my closest friend.
What to choose, what to choose.
A simple job, I was told. Silence a big mouth, get a
I
big
don't need
payout.
you to speak
And
again.
no one was going to be the wiser. Tidy, except for one loose end. Me. I would have kept my mouth shut. Professional
I
integrity.
fought, wept, and bled for God and the Order. I would have died for my Templar brothers, every single one. And how do they reward my piety, my devotion? They exile me to the land of the damned, to reclast. I know now that my brethren are merely God's tools. He has given me this path to walk, so I shall muster my strength and my power, and my faith. It is my shield against the darkness to come. I fought, wept, and bled for God and the Order.
Okay, you don't need to
I
repeat
would have
yourself just
died for
because
my
I
Templar brothers,
haven't clicked
every
it yet.
single one. And how do they reward my piety, my devotion?
I'm thinking.
They exile me to the land of the damned, to reclast. I know now that my brethren are merely God's tools. He has given me this path to walk, so I shall muster my strength and my power, and my faith. It is my shield against the darkness to come.
Ah, someone already thought that up. Someone already did what I am doing. What to do? Now this says domination again. Reset. Standard. It's a good thing I saw that. Now, does it matter with the name again? Let's try it again. Okay, I guess it did matter.
We're all that made it. They dumped 24 of us exiles off the ship. Guess that makes us the lucky ones. Luckier than this poor bastard beside me. At any rate. Splinter sticking out of me? Missed all the important bits. I saw smoke at those ruins up the beach. Go get some help. And on my chest...
Even death gives no solace in this tortured land.
F11. I think it was F11. It was supposed to show something. No, that wasn't it. Options here. And input. Let's see, what was it? F1. Okay, so here we show latency without what the fast running. Guess it's in the 60s. That's what's supposed to be right there. And I guess shows the peak or something in the low 100s. So I'm having about 50, 60 frames per second. I don't know what frame time is. Okay, so where's that thing on the ground? How do I pick it up? Just run over it, I guess. Back to options, see what else there is there. Okay, so all the numbers are slots. The bound skills, right, left, middle. And more slots for the QWERTY row. World panel, just the world, and M should be map. Okay, that's weird. I expected a different kind of thing to show up. Take a quick screenshot here just to take a note of the latency so I can show the difference between what the fast running and without. I don't know what's going to show up on my screen, so that's why I'm blocking it out for a moment. Okay, so it's saved. Inventory. Where is that? That hammer. Didn't I just pick up a hammer? There it is. Place into an item socket of the right color to gain this skill. So probably I want to hold on that until I get a better weapon than just my default. I want to know if there's a way to move the UI around or something and make that text smaller or something. It seems like maybe I could move it. seems to be kind of large. Is there a way to run, or is it just the speed? Doesn't look like it. Does this guy not have any spells or anything? I don't know anything about this. I guess right now it's all you can do is just main hand. Physical, let's see, life, shield. Guess I'll just have to look at the website to know more if there's any instructions without having a manual to look at. I don't see any spells. I guess he has to get them later on. Wow. They really know how to shoot up rocks then. That was close. I don't really like how clicking makes you move, and when you're trying to attack, you have to hold down the shift in order to not move. This guy gets hurt real easily. Chest. Plate vest. Something to sell. I don't think you can use it though. I guess you can. Okay, so Templar can wear plate. Rusted sword. Can he use a sword? Four to eight physical, 5 to 8 physical. Still better in the mace. So I didn't want to click that. Just trying to run over the orb. There we go. What does this do? Chance a magic item with a new random property. So I need to get a magic item. So he can use a shield. I definitely want to move or whatever this chat box. It's distracting. I guess you are forced to do things in the game in a linear fashion. I don't know. 'Cause it looks like I have to kill that guy. So there's nothing else to find. restrictions again. Let's see. So the only thing I can do is mouse left right now, I guess. I don't have any other skills right now or something. You can only default attack and move only. I guess there's no other chests or anything dropping for me to use against this guy. All I do is just stand here and hold down the attack key. Yeah, not too exciting. I'm assuming red, or let's see, let's try using this. Identify as an item. Right click, use it on this. Protect knuckle, iron gauntlets, attack speed, armor, increased armor percent, life regeneration, increased block and stun recovery. It doesn't seem like there's any restrictions on if I could use it or not. Can I use this? It's not dropping there. Maybe not. What's unidentified still? Let's see. Can I use it? Yeah, I can. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot of restrictions on what you can use as your class. I don't even know what is supposed to be good for each class. Is it your standard wisdom for Templar, intelligence for casters? I have no idea. There's like no tutorial information in this game. Just like a bank? Guess so.
I know you. The blasphemer. That's what my father called you. God saw fit to drown my father. And everyone else I ever loved. I wonder what fate he has in store for you. I'm Nessa. And I suppose I should thank you for ridding us of Hillock, that putrid giant you felled out there. You know, back in Aurea, I was taught that God loved me. He has a funny way of showing his love, doesn't he, Templar? Blind-Eye's watch isn't much, but it's ours. We could use you here, while you live. But should you wish to venture out, do just one thing for me. Out on the coast, amongst the wrecks, there must be a ship's medicine chest. I have many to care for, and there's only so much I can do with herbs and seawater.
A tyrannical Templar, to be tested and tempered in the straits of Rayclast. That's the first line of the poem I'm writing about you, Exile. Easy, mate. You could damn a bloke with a look like that. The name's Bestel, captain of the good ship Merry Gull. Alas, my Merry Gull is gone. My crew is gone. But my wits remain, after a fashion. There's an island, a hop, skip and a wade offshore of the terraces. That's where my Merry Gull ran aground. Watched the locals spit roast the ship's doctor, but his medicine chest might still be there, amongst the splinters and bones. It'd have everything Nessa might need. Dr. Shaky Hands Opton was lousy with a scalpel and even worse with a saw, but he knew his apothecary. Explains the shaky hands, if you ask me. Poor Nessa. Not even a mother herself, and yet she cares for us all. And what a sickly, pathetic brood we are. May she live to have her own family, a real family. If anyone deserves that, Nessa does. Harold, the merry goat's cook, washed up on the rocks over yonder. Dead as a doornail he was, buried him myself. Then, a few days later, I see him on the beach. A little worse for wear, but upright, shuffling about. A land full of disturbing surprises, this Rayclast.
Fine work with Hillock. Where'd you learn to fight like that? No, don't tell me. We exiles have no history. Dominus took it from us the moment his blackguards dumped us in the water out there. Just live or die now. Here, have one of these. And no need to thank me. I'm thinking of myself and the others here. The longer we fighters live, the longer everyone lives.
Well, since the staff has elemental damage increase on it, might as well use an elemental effect. I don't have really any other weapons. Does this have anything to do with... Yeah, I think... Well, it does have 9% increased spell damage on it. But in general, this is only elemental damage. This is alright too. Stun is good, I guess. This doesn't have critical strike chance on it.
The walls of this old ruin, Lion Eyes watch. Defensible enough with a few stout, well-armed veterans. But what have I got? Starving exiles with driftwood clubs and rusted dirks. Still, there's the waypoint. A piece of locomancy. Couldn't use it till I found another one out in the mudflats under a rower's nest. Step on that one and you're back here in a flash. Though I spill my lunch every time I use the damn thing. The Eternal Empire has some right nasty leftovers. Whether it's something in the air or in the water, no one stays dead in Rayclast. Not the first time. It'll take a little while, but sooner or later corpses wake up and go looking for breakfast. Pistol's a strange fish. Best taken salted. That hat he wears? Plucked it right off the real captain's head. Captain didn't mind. Generous fellow. Had given the rest of himself to the scavengers already. Ness is the best of us. Not one of Dominus's exiles. A wreck survivor. She keeps us from losing what's left of our minds. Salem's sweet tongue sang it right. The fairest flowers bloom in the foulest places.
My nightmares, they were prophecy. It would seem my god has no need for my company just yet.
skill tree I've read about where you should use the skill planner. So I'm assuming we start over here on the right. Mana regeneration, melee damage. Can I get out of here? I want to cancel. How do I get out of here? Just escape, I guess. Do that later. sure what that does. Is that something cosmetic? Does it like cosmetic slots? There's not even any mouse over for what it tells you what it's for. For a game that's been 7 years in development, you think they would have had a basic tutorial in the game.
I am no beast of burden.
Coming up onto the 1 hour mark here, and for the recording for YouTube, I don't want to have it go too long. I'll go ahead and sell my stuff, come back out a little later, and I also have other things to stream, such as Nox and some other old games, Bard's Tale, and whatever else I feel like.
Welcome. Greetings.
So that's done, and I'll go ahead and stop the stream here. Once again, you can watch me live at twitch.tv/ITPALADIN